When an airline ticket to Kathmandu goes on sale, we don't just hop on a plane to take a stab at climbing Mount Everest. It takes years of experience in the mountains to build up the skills, the knowledge, and the physical ability to even climb Everest. A climber would mitigate extensive risk after putting in this initial time and effort before attempting to climb Everest. This is due diligence. Similarly, we wouldn't want to jump into the purchase of a non-performing note investment without an extensive amount of due diligence, no matter how good the price seems. I'm Susan Elliott with Flow State Investing, and in this video, I'm going to share with you our top 10 due diligence steps for investing in non-performing notes with the goal of getting the borrowers back on track with payments and getting great returns for our partners. If you're new here and haven't heard of note investing, check out my video on how it works. There's a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you can learn more about accelerating your wealth building in this specific asset class and in real estate in general. Ready? Let's jump in. Time spent performing due diligence in real estate investing provides massive benefit for the potential returns from a note. And we take that time. Just as a savvy real estate investor would spend the time inspecting a property or learning about the market, or a climber would tackle Mont Blanc or Kilimanjaro or just the climbing gym before heading to Everest. However, performing due diligence on a potential non-performing note is totally different from other forms of real estate, in that we must first learn about three key areas. 1, the physical property or the asset. 2, the borrower. And 3, the paper trail that connects the two. These are the 3 Ps, and thanks to Tracy Z for that memory device. The property, the person, and the paper. Without a detailed due diligence analysis, we could be buying a landmine. We've seen clean paper trails and exciting Google Earth imagery until a local agent reported that the asset or house was actually a burnt down shell. We've seen recent renovations only to find a cobweb of legal recordings and lawsuits in the paper trail. Or there's always the perfect property, but no one around to rent or buy it if we were to have to take possession of the home. By performing a deep dive of our due diligence, we set ourselves up for guiding the note to the best possible exit strategy for all parties involved. Okay, let's take a look at the top 10 due diligence steps in purchasing a real estate-backed non-performing note. Due diligence step 1, location. Some states and counties can be incredibly costly in both time and money to work through a foreclosure. New York State, for instance, can take up to 5 years to foreclose on a property. Some note buyers specialize in these areas with a clear strategy and workout costs that account for money sitting in the foreclosure process for longer than 6 months and up to 6 years. We don't. Due diligence step number 2, location. We look at population, numbers, and growth. If we take back ownership of the home via a short sale or a deed in lieu of foreclosure, we want to make sure that we have a home that is either rentable or sellable for the fair market value. Properties in extremely rural areas can be hard to rent or sell, leading to our money sitting stagnant for longer periods of time. Due diligence step number 3, location. Okay, I promise there is more than just location, but it's definitely important here. We are, after all, talking about real estate. So, even if we're in a foreclosure-friendly state and highly populated area, is the home across the street from a train track? or at the end of an airplane runway, always think about the potential exit strategy of owning the home. It's not our favorite exit strategy. We're aiming to get the borrowers back on track and keep their own home first. But our neighborhood analysis is critical to understanding this if our exit strategies will work. And owning the home has to be one of our exit strategies. Okay, due diligence step number 4, fair market value. We make sure that the value of the home meets or exceeds the value of the note we were purchasing. Now, we're purchasing that note for much cheaper than the actual value of the note with our discount. Our borrower may be underwater, meaning that they owe more money than the value of the home, but we, as the bank, should never get ourselves underwater. The fair market value is ultimately how much equity is in the deal. Due diligence step number 5, real-time property condition. This step of due diligence could be done via Google Earth, but watch those image dates. We require boots on the ground to verify that, yes, the home is actually there and in good condition. We get local professionals to acquire photos and report on the condition of the asset and the neighborhood. Due diligence step number 6, the borrower. We find out everything we can about the borrower via legal and ethical means. We also partner with a legal team that specializes in getting to know the borrower's background. This is critical since much of the information we can gather is found by reading between the lines in the paper trail. For instance, knowing if a borrower has applied for bankruptcy Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 can be hugely helpful. Also, knowing if they're employed, if they have a family, what's the history of their payment schedules, and what is their general story can all mean the difference between reperforming our note and having to foreclose. Due diligence step number 7, chain of ownership. Do we have a clean chain of ownership to deed or title? Or are there missing pieces in the history of the chain of ownership that need to be filled in prior to purchasing the note? The last thing we want is for a historical owner to come and lay legal claim on our lien because of some missing documentation. An eye for fine detail in reading through the paper trail is absolutely required in this step. Due diligence step number 8, encumbrances. Are there other senior liens related to unpaid taxes, municipal bills, code violations, unpaid maintenance bills, etc.? These are encumbrances. Even if we're buying a first position lien, there can be other bully liens that can jump in front of us. If we don't take care of those, either before or after the purchase of the lien, we can be foreclosed on as the bank. Due diligence step number 9, position. Are we buying a senior or a junior lien? It's important to know since senior lien holders get paid first if the home sells, and we only buy senior lien or first position homes. Junior lien holders get whatever is left over, if anything. Junior liens can come with high interest rates, but do so because they're higher risk. Finally, due diligence step number 10, rent rates and laws. We research the market rents in the area, and we want to know if our borrower could simply leave and rent for less than their monthly payment. If we do have to take back ownership of the home, and it's not a good time to sell for market conditions we could not predict, then we want to make sure we'd still make a great cash-on-cash return if we had to put a tenant in that home. Not our favorite exit strategy, but nice to have as a backup. Also in this department is knowing if we're in a landlord or tenant-friendly state. This last step is all about thinking through as many potential exit strategies as possible and going after the one that makes the most sense. All right, we're ready to tackle Everest. Oh wait, we're ready to make an offer on a note. Wrong due diligence process. That long list of due diligence steps probably sounds like a lot of work. It is. And luckily, it's the kind of work that we love to do. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this. Ultimately, if these steps are followed, as well as lots and lots of detail, then the note we purchase will more likely fall into our favorite exit strategy, helping the borrower get back on track with payments and keep their home. And while we love this type of detail-oriented work, we choose to invest in notes for that reason, to keep more people in their homes who need a little more personal attention and support than their current bank can give them. Of course, the high returns make us pretty happy too. Let me know in the comments below if you have other due diligence steps that you perform in your real estate investing, whether that's for rentals or apartments or syndications. Also be sure to join our Flow State Investor Circle if you'd like to get your money working in non-performing notes. The link is in our description below. We'll schedule a call with you. You'll get more education and information about our strategy and notes, and we'll learn if note partnerships or investments might be a good fit for you and your goals. Before your moment of flow, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us reach more people. I'm Susan Elliott with Flow State Investing, and this is your moment of flow. See you next time.
Adam, what did we just see?
We just saw a black bear. I saw it first. I went down the trail a little bit while I left Juniper and Susan, looking at a whole bunch of salmon. So I just backed up and turned around.
We gotta go right now. Here comes the bear.